Hopefully this will work well, but we will see. Let's actually start with some red. This is literally just gonna be a painting stream, so y'all just gonna have to watch me paint for a bit. Okay, let's go with, okay, this is the reference image, because my brother wanted it or something. So I guess we're going with this. I'll just show y'all what I'm doing, because it's more fun this way. This will be fun. Oops, that's too wet. It's very hard to use like a paper palette and hold it up, but since it's acrylic paint, I don't think it matters too much. But yeah, this is very, very different. I'm gonna actually put this down because it's a little tiny bit hard to do when having it vertical. But yeah, hopefully my audio is working, but we will see, I guess. I don't really know, but we will find out. Wait, hold on. Try not to have my own face into the screen, because I don't want to see myself that much. Give me a second. Alright, that should work. Yeah, this is, I'm just playing around with stuff at this point, but yeah. Cute little IRL stream without actually doxing myself, hopefully. Ooh, I like this orange. It's a nice little orange color. Add some more right around here. Anyways, right now I'm doing a oh wait, let me fix my lamp real quick. Can I do that? Okay, that looks better. It was reflecting off to me, so it was like really hard to see what I was doing. But yeah, we're going back to this. Give me a second. I need to pull up the reference image real quick. I really don't want my face to accidentally be in there, because it's like my camera's right here and then my laptop is over here, so I need to, like, you know. Okay, anyways, should be fine. Let me just log out of this account real quick. What the fuck? How do I log out of this account? Oh, profile. Edit profile. No, not edit profile. Set. Alright, cool. Anyways, back to my lovely little sketch. Yeah, I'm gonna have this in the background. Alright. I'm just getting a really random color in here. I just decided on red and yellow because I'm not gonna have a lot of red and yellow, I think. Actually, maybe I will in the actual painting. So it's a good, like, underpainting color, since it's very obvious, like, which parts will or will not show up in the final drawing. Let me just, okay, my table is an actual mess. Hold on. Sorry about that. I just need to get a tissue so I can wipe my brushes on it. But yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna do a sketch with a smaller brush. And I'm gonna still use the same colors that I was using for this. I'm just gonna, like, I don't know, get a little bit, kind of mix it into like an orange color. I wish I had my block of paint, but I don't know where I put it. I'm supposed to have like this like block of what is it? Like, it's literally just a piece of MDF wood that I cut out last year, and then I've just been using it as a paint palette. It's very small, but it's very useful. I'm gonna get a piece of cardboard. I think that'll be easier. Give me a second. Let me get a piece of cardboard. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Okay, there, my avatar's back. Oh, wait, hold on, let me just... Yeah, I'm gonna not let Obia... I'm gonna turn off my show cursor. Sorry, my cursor, I don't know why it shows. We're using this piece of... What is this, like chipboard kind of thing? For paint instead. Because honestly, I prefer having something that like has a lot more structure to it to like hold my paints, but not everybody does. I don't know why. This is a much better idea, but oh well, not my problem. Okay, now then, obviously if you're gonna like use like a literal board or something, hello, traditional art, yes, we're drawing this guy because my brother is paying me for me to draw it. But yeah. No, I got my Shiba plush when I was in grade 8 or something, as like a birthday gift from a lot of my friends. I can't delete that. What the fuck is this drawing? Hold on. First of all, I'm gonna have because we're kind of drawing a dog thing today. Give me a second. There'll be a lot of editing here that I need to do, but yeah. Honestly, get that bag. Make those little drawings. I actually don't know. Is this accurate? Because the original sketch is like landscape, like this way. But I don't really know if I want to like do it this way. Like I can. Actually, should I do it this way? Hold on. Good thing about underpainting with paint instead of like or like sketching with paint instead of a pencil is that you can kind of just like blend out the paint. Which is really convenient, especially if you're using like a really bright colored underpainting. But yeah, why the fuck do I have this? Nobody uses it. What the hell? Okay. Well, actually, maybe I'll tape it onto this or something. I'll figure out how to use a palette later. But we're just using this for now. But obviously, cardboard soaks up paint. But once you get the paint thick enough, it's not a problem anymore. But yeah. Anyways, so we're going to have. Okay, this is. I'm gonna shift this a little bit over so you guys can have it a little bit better, like reference. Yeah, this is very much not the right size for this drawing, but that's fine. Actually, does he? Okay, I guess he mainly wants the fucking dog thing in here, like I don't actually know what the dog's face looks like. I don't draw animals enough. This is very, very vibes based. Sorry, I'm trying to read the chat, but you know, a little hard when you're painting. Also, I totally should not be painting in a dress. Makes it a little bit hard to function, but why is the dog shaped like this? Why does my rat of a brother want? What is going on with the dog shape? Honestly, why is the dog wearing a hoodie in the first place? Like, what is this? What is going on? Oh, okay. It's like a leash. I totally thought that he was like, no, we don't own a dog. He wants it for his dorm room because I guess his college dorm room is empty as shit. For context, here's how mine looks. I have a lot of posters, but he has, like, nothing. So, you know. Yeah, some, like, random dog pic from Reddit. From user sensitive educator 60. Yeah. Anyways. I don't know how accurate he wants it, but yeah. So yeah, user. Yeah, I don't know how accurate to, like, the sketch he wants it. I might just fuck around and find out, and just play around with it a little bit. If he ends up joining this stream and talking to me about it, it'd be good. If not, I don't know. I'll just do whatever the hell I want, because what is he gonna do? Come and find me? Like, no, he's, like, 10 hours away. Like, he cannot just, like, barge in and annoy me. But yeah, I was actually I'm just doing this, whatchamacallit, traditional stream, mostly so I can test out, like, if this is, like, a good, like, streaming format for y'all, but yeah, because I feel like I'm gonna end up having a lot of, like, traditional work at one point, so it'd be nice if I was able to stream both digital and traditional, just to have a little bit more variety in, content, I guess. This is definitely how dog feet work, by the way. This is definitely how it works. I swear I know what I'm doing. I very much do not have a clue what I'm doing. Is that? Ignore my mistake here, okay? Just don't fall. Please don't fall. Hold on. Wait, this is gonna fall. This is totally gonna fall. Okay, that should work. Hopefully that won't fall now. Cause it's not tilted enough to be stapled, the canvas, which really sucks, but what can I do? I don't have a large enough room to, like, or enough desks anyways. I actually stole this table that I have the easel on from the living room. Yeah, now my roommate doesn't have anywhere to put her hairdryer. But oh well. It's fine, she let me. Just go a little bit more like this. I have, like, no reasonable streaming times, I swear to God. Should I get an apple later? Yeah, maybe. Why do you look like that? Okay. I don't know. Okay, I'm trying my best, right? But, like, why is it built like this, you know? Like, why is this dog built like that? We will never find out. And I hope to God that I do not get paint on my dress, because it is very much a white dress. That would not be fun. Also, I did injure myself when I was cutting tomatoes earlier today. So, just, yeah, I'm gonna have to replace the Band-Aid eventually. Oh my God, there's a lot of blood. Anyways. Alright, let's continue on with this. Alright, this is very photorealistic, accurate, thing. I actually drew another thing for my brother, like, a few months ago, because he also was like, I'll give you $20 if you draw me a cat. So I have that cat. Well, I don't have it with me, because it's actually at home now, at his house, or someone's house, I don't fucking know. Somebody owns, or it's at my family's house. Give me a second, let me just find it real quick. Alright. Here it is. So this is the other painting I did of him. Oh shit. Oops, I got paint all over my iPad. My bad. Anyways, yeah, I got. Oh my God, why am I stupid? Why am I so stupid? Okay, yeah, this is the other painting. This basically just, like, is in his house at home, and now he wants me to paint him a new one, but, like, with that specimen of a dog, this creature. But yeah, I have it in my lap as a reference, like, photo area. Actually, I don't know what to do with this now. Oh, actually, I might put the slow drying medium on there when we need it, because we're gonna have to blend, I think, a lot of the artwork in it. But this is actually a very small canvas. Like, you can see it's a, what is this size? Probably like 9 by 12, which is a very, very small, like, painting, like, canvas size. But, oh well. I got it on as a deal because it was, like, cheap at Blick. And I'm a very, very broke college student. So, you know, my only solution is very much just buying stupid things. What? Oh, wait, okay. I was wondering why this dog looked wrong. Its eyes are actually supposed to be much higher up. Hold on. Let's just... Acrylic paint... Okay, see, I can use oil paint stuff. It's just, like, it dries too slowly for me. And it's very annoying because then it's, like, you have to sketch one day and then, like, the next day you can actually do, like, the painting. Or you can do, like, wet on wet, but then it, like, sometimes gets the colors really muddy and I'm, like, incapable of not muddying my colors. So I end up just suffering all the time. Hold on, I'm gonna just change out my band-aid. Sorry. Give me a second. Ow. This hurts. A lot. Why is this fucking band-aid impossible to take off? What the fuck? Hello? Hello? Ow. Wait. Guys, I'm trying my best, I swear. This thing just refuses to come off my hands. Jesus Christ. Get off. You know what? I don't think it'll bleed. So, like, unless it's actively bleeding, I'm just not gonna bother putting a new band-aid on. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Okay. Anyways. We continue. Because I don't give a shit. Anyways. So... I realized when I looked back on the reference photo that the dog's nose is actually, like, really, really long and really, like, down here to some extent. And then, like, the eyes are, like, hilariously high up. It's like up here, pretty much. So, like, the dog's nose looks, like, hella long compared to, like, the rest of its face, you know? But, yeah. Why does this dog look like that? What the Dude, what is this reference that he gave me? What the fuck is this? Why does he want this on his wall? What is wrong with my brother? Anyways, he has, like, a little leash here. But honestly, when I first looked at the leash, I totally thought he was, like, the dog was, like, holding a knife. So I might kind of just, like, make it more, like, knife-shaped. Except I also have no idea what a knife looks like. Other than, like, a kitchen knife. Is that what I was thinking of? No, not really. Anyways, it should be, like, around this shape. I believe. Yeah, something strange. It's a very strange specimen of a dog that I've been told to paint by that creature. Does this look like a dog? I feel like I'm going insane. I feel like I'm being gaslit here. Like, what? Also, I swear to God, I will not drink paint water. I will try not to drink paint water, at least. Anyways, back to this. I don't know what's going on with this dog. I'm truly baffled by its existence at the moment. What? Okay. Oh, it also is very distressed, which is good. Alright. I've decided this is a decent enough sketch. I also need text for it, and because I have to figure out how text works anyways for one of my classes, I might as well make it more fun than the reference. Why? Is I don't know. Is this correct? This is so random. What the fuck? I don't know where. Okay. Oh, wait. Sorry. Grammatical error here. Apparently it's not why is my dog wet. It's just why my dog wet. Cool. That is great to know. I definitely should have known this beforehand, but I can't read. Just a regular ass tissue paper. I definitely should get like a kitchen towel that. But that's all I got. I should get a rag actually for just like paints. Oh well, not my problem. Alright. We continue. Sorry if my camera like focuses and unfocuses. I'm trying my best, I swear. No, I'm just incapable of, hold on, let me just, I need to get this so that it's like somewhat proportional. So I want all the text like at the top, you know? Like I don't want text on the bottom. I feel like it takes away. Ooh, actually I can do vertical text, no? Hold on. Let's just let the dog live. It's not really a dog, I don't fucking know what this thing is. Okay, I didn't get paint on my stuff. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Why my dog wet? Is that decent placement? If I just got why my dog wet like that. Actually, no, it makes more sense for, hold on. I'm stupid. I can have like oh jeez. My paint's never gonna dry at this point, by the way I'm painting right now. If I turn off the AC, it might dry a little faster, but I'm stupid, so. We can have the word, okay, hold on. Y can stay here. Okay, get out. Shoot. Cool. Let's go with why my dog wet. Let's go with that. Yeah. There you go. That's great text layout. I would fail my class for it. Anyways, that's not the point. Let me just. Yeah, you do. Always a good idea to have tissues when painting, so you can just wipe your brush on it after you're done using a color or something, but you know. Give me a second. Alright, cool. This is the great why am my dog wet dog that I have no fucking clue where my brother got this image from. It's not completely accurate to the reference image, but I will be changing that as we render it. I'm gonna actually go and see if I can get a better brush, because the only ones I have right now are these ones. Which they're like fine, but I think I want like a flat brush. So be right back. Hold on. Nah, you guys don't get the be right back screen. I almost, like, bumped into my chair. Okay. Okay, I'm back. I've acquired these brushes. Doo-doo. They're... I didn't really choose which size. I think I actually stole this one by accident from school. Or somebody. I don't know. I don't know whose it was. But I guess it's my brush now. But I may or may not have robbed someone by accident. So that's fine and dandy, I guess. Okay, yeah. Alright, cool. Anyways, so... Oh, here's my paint palette. Here it is. Yay. My great pile of paint. Okay. I think for the dog, we can use some burnt umber and some burnt sienna. I was debating, or I debated getting the raw sienna, but I really didn't like the way, like, it was colored in the Blick Artist pack. I used to have a set of these, but I totally forgot to bring them to school. Like, I guess, to the city, or into the country. And it's a little hard for me to go back and just, like, pick it up, you know? Because, you know, it's like an 8-hour drive away. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm actually gonna just keep my paint down on the table that I have my easel on, because there's actually a little bit of room underneath it. I can just add a little bit more yellow to it, and also I think we should add a bit of blue. Sorry, you guys are being randomly moved around. Anyways, I'm just squeezing out some color right now, so it's not interesting, but I am moving around incessantly. Alright, let's have... I don't need black right now, but I do always get white. White... like, you always end up using white. You might as well just get, like, a whole pack of white. So I always have, like, a lot more white than I have, like, every other color. And here's my little palette for the day, I guess. It's very cute. I got the red primaries, and then some, like, burnt color... like, the browns. And then... I guess this should work for this painting. This is a pretty good, like, starter palette anyways. So, you know. I have, what the fuck is this called? Usually, like, a cadmium red, but when I looked in the store, I decided that this red had a bit more, like, variety to it. It's, what is it called? I don't fucking know. Just read it, I guess. It's this red. I don't know if y'all can see it, but... oh well. Anyways, not my problem. But yeah, use medium yellow and phthalo blue. Those are kind of my color palette. And then I have titanium white here, obviously. I'm gonna actually add, hold on. Give me a second. Let me just get some stuff real quick. Oops. Okay. Sorry about that. I have some, like, mediums in the back. I have matte medium, and then I have this, which is just a slow drying gel, so that's, I don't know why it's called that, but yeah. I'm gonna scoop out a little bit of the slow drying gel just so that I have a little bit more, leeway when it comes to, the actual painting, and it makes it so that it kind of ends up with, like, a more, like, an oil paint kind of texture, when it comes to, like, the actual painting process of it, compared to, like, you know, acrylic paint, because acrylic paint dries really fast. Matte medium is more because I just want to, like, make, some, like, more mini sculptures out of it, and obviously not everything can be hella glossy, because I made a really, really glossy table, and I don't think that turned out well, but yeah, okay, this is my new little palette. It's perfect size for me, in my opinion, but nobody else agrees. But yeah, we're gonna just mix up a little bit of the dog color, which I'm not actually 100% sure what exactly the color is. So it's going by a lot of vibes and kind of just, like, trying to color match it. This is the one this is the one I'm gonna use down here. I think I need a little bit more yellow to it and a little bit more like white and also like a touch of red. Theoretically, this will work, but I also don't really know. Honestly, I feel like that's like close enough for the color. I'm just gonna add a little bit of the gel in here just so it dries a little tiny bit slower, so I can just, you know, use the color on the palette a bit more. Alright, so we're just gonna start painting it. Because the background is this color, it makes it so that you can't really, I do definitely need more like values in it. Actually, do I need the gel? I'm not 100% sure. Okay. Gel makes it a little hard to like layer colors on top of each other. So the color does look right on the palette, but because when you actually put it onto the like canvas, it starts looking weird. So I'm gonna just remix some colors real quick. A lot of how I paint personally is just vibes. I wish I had like a very clean like painting style, but I just don't. I just don't know what I'm doing like all the time. But yeah, we're just gonna block in the colors here. This is definitely not the right color for the dog, if you can't tell, because it's not like bright enough, you know? But, oh well, it do be like that sometimes. Gorgeous. That's how the feet work. Okay. I'm just gonna, hold on. Oops. All right. Just wipe some paint off again, and then I think I don't know how slow the paint will dry with the gel now in it, but we will find out, I guess. I don't know how blended I want the look to be in the end, so we're just gonna go with it. Anyways, we're gonna mix up a little bit of a color for the, what is it? Like the hoodie that it's wearing. Again, why is it wearing a hoodie? Nobody knows. It's a wet dog. Who cares? I feel like my colors for this is very, very dull. But I think it's also because I used a very bright color for the underpainting. So it kind of makes it so that every color that you put on it is very, very dull looking. But yeah. I wish this paint was thicker. It's not like opaque enough. It's very, very like see-through in my opinion, but oh well. I'm also trying to yap as much as I can, but you know, it's a bit tiring when you're trying to do like 3 things at once. But it's fine, it's fun, so. Not complaining, just stupid. Sometimes I get lazy and I just end up mixing straight on the canvas, which you're not really supposed to do, but also kind of don't care. People at school, please do not watch me. It'd be really awkward on all accounts. But yeah. There we go. Let's go with that kind of shape. Because this is definitely how dogs work, by the way. It's definitely how dogs work. And I think his nose is longer. I need to elongate the nose. Let's elongate you. Maybe a teensy bit more. Okay. This is how I perceive the dog, by the way. Personally, I'm very unsure if this is actually what the dog looks like. But I think we should be fine. Anyways, okay, so the original photo has like a green background, and I'm kind of debating like should I add that green background in, because it's like grass and stuff. And I think it would look nice, but guess we shall find out. Like right now. Anyways, I'm gonna squeeze out some black onto my thing. Generally speaking, I don't recommend using too much black whenever you're painting, because it makes the colors, like, really dull. But if that's what you're going for, like, obviously, like, do it. But, you know, I've been told a lot to just not use pure black, like straight from the tube and stuff. But desperate times call for desperate measures, and this fucking creature definitely needs a little black in the background so that it can get a little... I need to, like, make the color a bit more dull for the background, because it has, like... What is going on? First of all, this shade is too light, but... Actually, is the music on for this, stream? Here, I'll just turn it off, and then you guys can have some, I don't know, painting ASMR. I don't actually know how well my mic picks up on this, but yeah. This is very vibes based. The first time you use, like, a cardboard palette, it'll always, like, kind of, like, have, like, a weird bend, or, like, the paint always feels like it's not, it's always, like, absorbing into the cardboard. But, like, once you use it enough times, the paint gets, like, really, really thick and really nice, so that you kind of get, like, a barrier between the cardboard itself and the paint, so it ends up becoming, like, a really nice palette. But obviously, art stores, they don't sell you that, because who the fuck wants to just buy a plank of cardboard, right? So instead you get stuff like paint palette paper and stuff, which I see the point of. It's good for, like, oil painting and stuff, where you don't want to, like, throw out, like, any colors or anything later. Hold on, sorry, just fix that real quick. Here you guys go. Here, you have your dog back. But yeah. I might actually, you know what? I feel like since I'm gonna paint on this palette, like, thing anyways, I'm just gonna probably have a layer of just, paint near the bottom by the end of it. But whatever, not the problem. My painting's very not smooth, I think, compared to, like, a lot of other artists that I know. Like, they have really nice crispy paintings, and I'm just, like, doing shit like this. But oh well. Oh yeah, you know how, I don't know how many people here are joined yesterday's stream as well, but y'all want to see the sketchbooks that I, like, bound during class yesterday? Because I think they turned out great, and I want to show them off, but, you know. Wait, hold on, I need more burnt umber. Oh no, I got paint on my... Who's surprised at this point? But yeah, hold on. Let me just continue painting. I don't know if my roommate, like, hears my streams, because I don't really pay attention to how thick the walls are here. So I guess we'll find out one day. Yeah, the dog, why is my dog wet? Like, layout is literally just for the layout part. I might change it by the end. We will. We are very unsure at the moment. We being obviously me, myself, and I, but you know. It's the thought that counts. I think this is supposed to be like a decorative easel, not for like painting on. Oh well. Very much not my problem. I've decided that if I just mix these two colors, it's like close enough. So I don't need to get like the fancy colors down here. Where I get it's like nicer to see like the mix, but also like I kind of don't give a shit. So, you know, burnt umber and white. It's truly what this is at this point. Alright, let's go with, the dog is kind of at this angle for the back, which means this actually needs to go more like this. You can just blend it out here. If you're blending mediums, it's better to obviously have like a slow drying medium, because then you can kind of get more nicer blends. Than acrylic doesn't allow for like really like smooth blending, just because of how fast the paint dries all the time. But like if you can work it like enough, it kind of does look quite nice. Or if you just, you know, abuse slow drying mediums, that's also an option. But then, you know, at that point just buy oil paint, truly. Because oil paint does have like actually more saturated and like much nicer colors. But again, I'm not really an oil paint person, just because it just takes so fucking long to dry that it kind of starts pissing me off at one point, because I like doing a lot of my art like in one shot. Because I think it's like much nicer. And then I can like have like a feeling of accomplishment, you know? Because I feel like if you're, at least in my opinion, like if I'm like trying to paint something and I spent like 4 days on it, I'm like, oh my god, I'm never gonna finish this. But if I finish it all at once and I'm like, oh my god, I did so well, like I'm like so good at painting. Like, but you know, that's fine. I should get an apple later. Okay, anyways, I'm hoping that the paint will dry later at like some parts, so I can, you know, just keep piling on top, but we will see when that happens, if it does. If not, then I'll just keep painting like similar colors, so that at the very least, you know, get that part in. Right now I'm using burnt umber. I might actually mix it with a little bit of black later, just because I think this, oh my god, wait, actually I'm gonna put on Band-Aid again. Got Tom and Jerry Band-Aids. They don't have like Tom and Jerry when you open it, but it's like just the packaging just says Tom and Jerry. I don't know why. Maybe the box had Tom and Jerry on it. I feel like I do need to actually buy Band-Aids later. But I feel like if I'm gonna buy Band-Aids, I might as well buy some like fun looking ones, you know? Like, I feel like if I'm gonna use Band-Aids, I might as well use like Hello Kitty Band-Aids. Yeah. I am a mature adult, of course. Anyways, hold on. Just, fuck you. Give me a second. Okay, we're back. Cool. I'm gonna throw out my garbage real quick. Right behind me. Alright. I really need to sit better. Okay. That should be fine. Alright. Stupid ass color palette. We're just kind of using like this and like just straight from the tube. It's not, I've been told by my teachers that you shouldn't use paint like straight out of the tube, because it just like makes well, the colors will look saturated, but it also clashes a lot with each other if you don't blend it at all. But I don't care. But then again, also, you know, paint what you want, right? Paint however you want. That's what they tell me. And then I'm like, okay, cool. And then I just kind of do what I want anyways. But yeah. That's okay. So there's also a little dark section. I'm painting in the shadows right now because, well, one, it's kind of just how my paint palette works. If I was just, if I go straight to the green, it kind of has a big, like, it kind of, like, big contrast with the colors. So I kind of want to, like, have it, like, slowly blend in with the background first. Yeah. This dog in a hoodie is kind of fun to paint. If I give up partway through the painting, I hope I won't. But sometimes if I just stare at paint for too long, I do go insane a little bit, but, you know. Should be fine. I'm also just gonna rest my arm against the, against my desk. Okay. Anyways, y'all want to see my silly little sketchbooks that I made? Because I want to show them off. And I really don't care what you guys think. Oh, here they are. Oopsies. I left some of them above my... I love how I still don't have a body. Okay. Anyways, so I got... I'll just show this one off. These two used to be one sheet, and I just cut it apart. First of all, look at how nice the binding on these are. Like, I hand stitched all of this. This one you can't really tell because it's in, like, the white string. But, like, this is basically what the type of binding it has. Which is, like, this is called a French link, I believe. And it makes it, like, really nice. And the good thing about, like, here, this is just paper. And, you know, yesterday how I was streaming the drawing? This is, like, basically my sketch of it. This is all using the Muji, like, 0.5 pens. And I don't have any other drawings right now in this sketchbook, but that's fine. Get out. Okay. And then I have this one, which, first of all, look at how nice the ferns are. You can just buy this paper from, like, stores. They're really expensive, the paper, but, like, whatever. Binding, Slade. I don't know how many pages this is, but I have the date on here of, like, when I made it, just so I have, like, a reference. But the good thing about making your own sketchbook is actually that you can have, like, your, like, whatever paper you want inside. So I have, like, this one, which is, like, a nice thick, like, I think, like, printing paper. You can, like, paint on it and stuff. It's nice and thick paper. I'm also doing this so I can wait for the paint to dry a little bit. And then, hold on. Yeah, I think that's the only fun one in this signature. And then I have, like, smaller sheets here, just so that there's a little bit more variety and, like, it can be more fun to, like, draw in the sketchbook. And then here is some tracing paper, which is, like, very, very thin paper. So, like, if I draw something, I could trace on top and then color it or something. Like, I can just kind of do whatever I want with these papers. This one's also a lot of tracing paper in here. This part is really nice because I can have it, like, fold out. So if I want to draw this part and then I can just fold it out and then draw more. It kind of, like, if you bind your own sketchbooks and stuff, you can kind of get a bit more, like, variety with, like, the way, you compose things, because you can just kind of, like, play around with how you want the papers to look, what type of papers you want, and all of that. So here's some newsprint paper, very thin, very sketchbook, like, sketchy. These ones, they rip really easily, but it also makes it so that this is kind of just, like, just throw random bullshit on here and then see how it turns out. And then I have one more type of paper in here. Let me just find it real quick. I have a lot of pages in here. But, like, look at like over here, you can kind of see how nice it is that it has, like, a texture on the side. Oh yes, here, these types of paper. So I also have these ones, which is just, like, a colored piece of paper. Maybe if I might make more sketchbooks in the future. It depends how long it'll take me to fill out these two. But yeah, like, these two sketchbooks, I'm gonna try to fill out this one first, obviously. But yeah, I might bring this tomorrow because I'm going to go to Union Square, I think, and then just draw. But yeah, I also have another sketchbook, which is how I've been planning my other. I don't really like using traditional sketchbooks just because I'm kind of lazy sometimes, but it's fine. Okay. Here's my other sketchbook. This is just, like, one of the regular Canson sketchbooks. It's 65 pounds, but I love that. What the fuck is this? Oh yeah, this side's like old drawings. Anyways, this was basically how I was planning the previous drawing. So I was curious. I was like, okay, I want kind of like, I was debating on how I wanted it, because originally I wanted it to be like part of like the introduction story for her, but then I was like, nah, I can't figure out a good composition for that, so I ended up just sketching her out here. I also wanted her to be holding Rima at one point, but I decided against it. So over here I had like poses for how to hold it, but then I realized this angle is really weird. And then obviously some expression sketch right here. And then this is what I was planning to draw, but then I kind of like gave up on it. I wrote pre-corruption arc here. And then it's just like a lot of compositions where I kind of want them to be like happier, but then I kind of decided against it because I just really don't like it. Because if I did, I have to blow this one up closer and have this one over here, but I might change that. I'm not 100% sure, because I got this really nice reference photo from, get out. Let me just throw my sketchbooks on my bed real quick. I got these like really nice sketch, like, or this nice reference photo when I was where was I? What street was I on? Probably like 30th or no, like 26 or something street. There's like this park there, and it was like they had this like fountain, and I was like, oh my god, I can use that fountain as like a backdrop for a drawing. But we will see how that turns out later. Again, I use up these papers really, really fast, so I kind of just keep throwing it out. But yeah. Okay, let's continue on the weird hoodie dog. Okay. Let's add... Yeah, I feel like this is very, very brightly colored. I don't really like it that much. Okay. But I feel like we can combat it if we just make the leaves even brighter. But again, I don't have like lemon yellow right now. I only have medium yellow. So I feel like the colors for the green will be a little bit more dull than I want it to be. However, I also don't give a shit. So we're just going to place green wherever we want right now. I'm kind of trying to base it off the reference, but I don't really know what the cropping is. I believe it would be like this. Yeah, that works. Okay. Let's go with... Oh, that also means that this part actually needs to be more up this way. I'm very inconsistent with the way I paint, so we're just gonna... You're just gonna have to watch me jump around a lot, but yeah. Honestly, streaming is hella fun. I enjoy it a lot. I posted a clip from yesterday's stream onto Instagram, and one of my friends was like, oh my god, you stream, and I was like, yeah. Cause I don't know, I've been doing it for a while, but I don't really tell people. Because I'm too lazy. But it's fun. So yippee. Also, because I'm just like, I'd rather just like kind of talk into the air if nobody's gonna call me anyways. Nobody really talks to me that much in real life. Especially like when I'm like done school and stuff. Like I'm just like at home. Like, so it's like, you know, easier for me to just stream than to like FaceTime someone, you know. That's a lot of work, and they most likely will never answer. Ugh, tragic. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, let's go a bit more like this. Okay. I feel like that's how dog in a hoodie looks. Let's go, hoodie dog. Okay. What? Okay, why do you feel like that? No, wait. Wrong section to have this color. Fuck. Kill myself. Beady beady beep beep beep. Okay. And now we add a little bit more burnt umber because I keep running out of fucking burnt umber on my palette. Just gonna add a bit more over here. I like to keep my paints in like consistent spots so that they don't accidentally get muddied if the spot below it is like too dry or something. But yeah. Also gonna add some cadmium yellow to my cadmium yellow medium to my palette because I also managed to run out of that because I'm fucking stupid again. And then let's add some more white because we again always need to have a lot of white on the palette because fucking everything ends up getting mixed with white at one point. Yeah. Ow. Anyways, add a little bit more white to the palette. Bloop. And then, I don't know. Let's add some, actually I think my phthalo blue is still usable. Alright, cool. We just re-added some colors to the palette. Yeah, painting takes a lot longer than my usual streams, so we will be here for a while. Mark my words. If you can't tell from the fact that an hour into the stream, I'm still barely done the base colors. But oh well. We will see. Okay. I'm just gonna put 2 colors on my brush just so it kind of get the coloring in a little easier. I will fix this later. I just need to like roughen the colors right now. But I don't really like how it's turning out right now at this point. But it should be fine. The only issue with adding white to like paints and stuff is that it kind of like dulls down the palette a lot more, which is like, I don't know exactly what I want with this drawing, but I don't want like the greens and stuff in the background especially to be like too dull. Because I feel like that's just kind of boring, you know? It just takes away a lot from the piece. Okay. Let's have this one a lot larger. It's a block of just dark spot in the bush. Why is this? Sorry. Give me a second to fix that real quick. I think. Is that better? Okay, cool. That's a tiny bit better. Give me a second to fix them. Let me just check something real quick. No? Okay. Cool. I was trying to see if my chair, or my desk was just like unstable or not. If they had like, if I had my string under like my charging cable under like a part, like a leg or something, but no, there isn't. So this thing is just shaky as fuck. That's cool. That's good to know. Thank you. I guess. Kill myself. That's great. Anyways. So we're just gonna keep adding unspecified bush. I feel like I'm like Bob Ross right now, except like I'm not goated. So and also very much not painting landscapes. And I don't know if these accidents are happy. Very much do not know if these accidents are happy. If they're sad accidents. Maybe the happy accidents were the friends we made along the way. Ah! Please do not fucking fall. Stop falling. Why does everything hate me? Like, literally, why is everything out to get me right now? Hello? Okay. That works, I guess. Everything is out to get me. The world wishes for my downfall. I'm kidding. It's just my fucking easel that does. Is it because I'm painting a weird-ass dog on you? Is that why you hate me? Okay, cool. Thanks. Appreciated. I don't know. Maybe this color? I love how my stupid little Ko-Fi bot actually keeps posting. Maybe should I disable that thing? I don't know. I think it's kind of funny. I use it as like a time marker at this point. Promote myself? Never. Let's go with that. Is this entertaining? I don't know. I'm just painting right now. It's not very fast progress either. So I don't know if this is entertaining for y'all, but I mean, since you guys are sticking around, I guess it might be entertaining. Anyways, how much should I charge my brother? I'm kidding. I'll just take whatever money he has. Worst comes to worst, I go find the rest of his money stash, which is not that hard to find. Because he doesn't store his stuff well. Anyways, I did move the yellow to a different section of the palette. I think it'd be more fun. Like this. Anyways. Okay. Anyways, right now, my head's playing, what is it? That one song from Sound of Music that goes like, you are 16 going on to 17. Like, that one is just, like, playing on repeat in my head. Probably because I heard it a lot these days, because it's just on one of my playlists. I like the Sound of Music soundtrack. It's nice. The quality is obviously not the best because of how old the show is, or the movie was, but it has a nice very iconic like list of songs, which is fun. Just painting off the edge so it doesn't look too weird. But yeah. I don't know. What else can I say? Oh my god. Yeah. I don't know if I told y'all, I'm in New York City, right? And right now, like today it rained so much. Holy shit. Like I literally walked outside and that shit was like pouring rain. And I was like, oh my god, because I needed to go and buy like some fabric and also obviously paints, because I forgot to bring my fucking acrylic paints to America, which is crazy because I use it a lot, right? But for some reason I decided no, I forgot to bring my acrylic paint over. Oh wait, hold on. Hello? Is my OBS broken? Okay. Okay, sorry. I just realized earlier that my model just stopped moving, because I think I tilted my screen a little too far over. But anyways, we're gonna ignore that, obviously. Actually, chat and chat layout, you guys are being... I'm gonna move the chat real quick. I'm gonna resize. Actually, I'm not gonna resize the chats. You guys can stay that small. I don't give a shit. Let me just zoom in my model a little larger. And then, whoopsies. Hello. Okay, cool. That works. Okay. No. Okay. That works. Just because I'm like sitting a little far back today, so I need to like edit this placement of the model so it doesn't look like I'm always have no legs. Which like I don't. But yeah. I also realized that there is no physics settings on the earring at all. So I'm gonna go fix that maybe post stream, because I don't like how I have the hair physics done, but now the earrings just don't move at all. I really like the hair settings though. It turned out nice, I think. Wiggle. My favorite part of like looking at other people's models is just seeing how their hair sways, because it's always so fun to look at. Ugh. I am a 5-year-old, so yeah. I'm a simple person. I see something that sways nicely and I will just go with it. If you can't tell, I have not washed my brush in a bit when painting right now, so please excuse how muddy the colors are. But honestly, I kind of fuck with it. I don't know. Kind of like it. Maybe I'll just put on some background music and y'all can maybe hear it. I'm not 100% sure. What are my choices? Let's go with I'll do my driving playlist. Yes, of course. Yes. Anyways, yes, I do have a playlist for when I drive. But yeah, I just like having background music. But yeah, hold on. Anyways, we fixed it. Actually, let me fix some stuff real quick. Give me a second. Sorry for the pause in painting right now. Okay. Got my pony song in. Okay. Where's my paint palette? Oh, here it is. I just left it behind my camera. Whoopsies. Camera being literally my iPhone, propped up on a tripod and praying for the best. It's not like it's not really adjustable tripod. It's very hard to use, but... And I live in fear that it'll fall over every minute. But same with my easel. So like honestly, what's new? But yeah. Hopefully this looks good. Um I don't really paint leaves often at all actually. Um so I don't know how it looks in the background. I feel like it looks hella weird. But I might just work on it later. Got this paint color right now. I wish I had like a better setup so you can like see my like palette while I work. Or like just like a better way to like stream this because it's really weird right now like in my room like how I have this set up. But oh well. One day I'll figure it out. Also, can y'all hear the music or not? Cause it's very quiet right now, but I don't know if y'all can hear it. Probably not though, right? I don't know. It's right now I'm listening to Lullaby for a Princess by Ponyphonic. Yeah, ponies. It's not a bad song. I actually kind of like it. Well, to be fair, all of you guys already know that I had a pony phase. Okay. I'm trying to get like the accurate-ish shadows right now, so I'll be working here for a bit. Usually when I stream, I do have the stream open like on another device just so I can check the chat. But you know, I like seeing the chat because sometimes I just don't have it on my screen. But yeah. I don't yap that much, sadly, but I also keep debating if I want to like get a new VTuber avatar or not. But then I have to draw it and then rig it again, and I'm like, do I really want to put myself through the rigging again? And I'm like, no, not really. It's not fun, but it's fine. Plus, I have like other stuff I need to do, like other projects. I'm trying to finish a Uriel cosplay right now, and I'm failing. I do not know how to make clothes at all, but I need to like stitch. I need to like make a train for the dress. The dress I'm just gonna use like one of my own dresses, and I'm just gonna edit it from there. And I also have to like get some sleeves and stuff to make. And I have no idea how to do any of that. So, you know, my roommate will hear some sewing machines move in at midnight, and she will have no fucking clue what I'm doing. And neither will I, because I don't know anything. I truly do not know anything. Also, I am still using my laptop for the VTuber, like, camera, because obviously I still have to track my face. So yeah, my setup is hella weird right now. But, you know, I wish I had, like, an L-shaped table so I can have, like, everything all in one spot, but I don't, so, oh well. Gotta just do with what we have. What colors? Oh, this one. Let's go with, put you right here. And then also a little bit more up here. I feel like there's a little too many oddly bright parts. Or maybe that's just me. I don't know. Where's my damn brother when you need him? Because this is his stupid ass drawing that he wants. Man, hate this kid. Actually, I can just ping him, right? Maybe. Yeah, I don't think he has class right now. Hopefully he doesn't have a 9 p.m. No, he doesn't have a 9 p.m. class. His school's like normal as shit. So weird. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna ping my brother real quick. Ooh, Fooms is streaming right now. Cool. Anyways. Aw. Okay, we continue. Do not give a shit. I feel like I've been working on the background for so long. Oh my god. Yeah, I paint you stupid thing, creature thing. Anyways, how accurate? Yeah. Yo, Rat, how accurate do you want the painting to be with the reference? Because I don't know how well I can do the background. No, I'm adding the caption, like, here. I had it so it was gonna be, like, why, my dog wet, like this. Like, kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. I'm gonna just roughly fill in the background, and then I'll work on the dog. Please do not kill me. Please do not kill me, brother. Okay. Like, stupid looking, right? You just want a stupid looking dog. Okay, coolsies. Slay. Also, how do you want? Are you just gonna give it to me, or do you want me just to bring it on, like, New Year's, Christmas? I don't know, whenever the hell that break is, or do you want me to, like, come over during Thanksgiving? I don't really want to go to your place though. That's kind of boring. Your city's hella boring. I don't want to go there, actually. You know what? Maybe I'll just get it Thanksgiving. Or, not Thanksgiving. Fuck. Winter break. I refuse to go to your weird little town. I don't like little towns. It's boring there. You can come up here. I don't give a shit. But I refuse to go down there. Okay, slay. Alright, bye-bye, Rat. Anyways, we have lost my rat of a brother. Yeah. Anyways, I call him Rat because he's saved as Rat on my phone. That is obviously not his real name, and I obviously don't want to dox him, so, yeah. Yeah, my... Remy the Rat brother. He does actually cook at night, though, so I guess, yeah, he kind of is like Remy. There was literally this one period of time, where he would just, well, actually, I guess he still probably does it, where, like, at 4 or 5 a.m., because neither of us obviously sleep, if you can't tell from the time I stream, you go down, like, I hear the lights turn on downstairs, and I go downstairs, and then this motherfucker is just down there, and he's, like, he just has, like, he's like cooking some shit up, and I'm like, what is going on? But yeah, that's like a normal occurrence in our household. So yeah, I guess, yeah, saving him as Rat on my phone is totally accurate. Like 110% accurate. Ugh, I don't want to listen to Taylor Swift. Get out. Sorry. Not. It's good for when you're driving because her songs are really easy to like sing along to, but like I don't actually care that much for her. If there is a Swiftie in the chat, please do not kill me. Thank you very much. I do value my life to a degree. And also that seems like a really lame way to go out, killed by Swiftie. So, you know. Let's just fix up the background a little bit. I actually realized that this part needs to be much darker than I originally thought. Like the street and stuff. It's much darker than I originally thought. Yeah, barely. Cause I don't want to figure out life. Damn. I refuse to go before some other people. Yeah. For the sake of not getting deported, I will not be saying names. But you know. There's a certain man who owns a tower building here, who's often on the news, that I do not want to die before. Yeah. Anyways. Please don't deport me. Anyways, we're just gonna keep on working on this. Gonna actually add some black. Oh my god. Yeah, I feel like the background is a little... The lack of values is really there right now, but it'll get better, probably. Anyways, I've been told the UN building is really pretty, like the garden, but I haven't went there yet. Because I tried to go to the building on, it's apparently available at the Publican. I don't know if that's real or not, but when I tried to go in, it was like Labor Day, so it was like kind of blocked off, sadly. But oh well. Let's just add some string cheese here. Let's go with that. There we go. I feel like art streams are a lot like a very like hit or miss, because it's like either you really like watching somebody like paint or like draw and stuff, or you have no interest in it because it's like very slow, like not like a lot of like gaming ones where it's very easy to engage like an audience. But you know, I feel like this is going okay. Some people have like really good art streams, so I'm not the best at it, but it's fun. I do enjoy doing this. But I am also running out of green on my palette because I ran out of blue. So we're just going to move on to another part of the drawing, I think. I think that's a very valid response to running out of paint for certain parts. Like, I could squeeze out more, but I feel like I've been working on the background a little too long now. So, yeah. I'm gonna just fix up some of the shadows and stuff here. And then we can go back to the motherfucking dog. Yeah. But, oh my god. The background is very much not, like, you can really see the, what is it? The red in the background still. Or at least in real life. I don't know if you can see it that much in, on the stream, but you can definitely see it in real life. There's, like, it's very obvious which parts are transparent-y and which ones are not, but yeah. Anyways. Let's just fix... I don't know. I keep adding white to it, but I'm like, I feel like that's still too light. I need like a darker color for the background, but then I'm like, oh, what if I put it too dark and then there's not enough contrast and all that bullshit. Yeah, I'm not the best at stuff like this, but that's fine. I want to like be part of this newspaper kind of, or not like a new, yeah, kind of like a newspaper as like club at my school. But I need to like compile a bunch of illustrations that I've done, and I'm like, I don't know what would be accepted, cause if you can't tell, a lot of my shit is just anime-y, and I don't know if that's like the correct thing to submit. But I might do that anyways, cause it's not like I have much other work, so. You know, gotta do with what I got. Which sadly isn't a lot of drawings, but oh well. Like, I draw a lot, but I'm not like proud of a lot of it. You know, like once you finish it, you're like, oh, guess I made that. Don't really like it anymore, but you know, I have a lot of that kind of vibe feeling with my art a lot of the times, so. Okay. Let's just roughly blend out the bottom here. The good thing about the slow drying gel is that when you're blending stuff, you could just put it right on top and it blends much easier. But I don't like having my paint dry slow, so, you know, it's like half useful. Let's just say that. Okay. And then now I think I have more of like the pinks and stuff covered. So now we can go back to this creature feature. It's definitely a creature that I've definitely featured in this drawing. So I'm actually gonna use a smaller brush for it because I feel like it'd be better since it's not like a big background piece. So I'm gonna just blend in some this, a little bit of that, and a little bit of this. And then a lot of white. So I kind of want, I don't really know what color this is going to be, but on this, I kind of want it to be like right here, yes. Let's make it a little darker. Actually, why does this dog look like that? I'm gonna just repaint the color of the dog. Oh my god. Hold on. Yeah, I wish I had two color like cameras, so one would just show the palette that I'm using and the other could just be like showing the actual painting, but because I feel like I spend a lot of time mixing colors on my palette, like sometimes a lot more than actually putting it on the paper, but y'all can't see that, so I feel like it kind of gets a little boring at that point. Let's add a bit more of this warmer color in. I'm gonna make this very egg, kind of like. This is a horrible, horrible way to darken colors, but it's fine. It's kind of funny. Let's go with that. All right. And then let's have the nose around here. It's very hard to see with the color, or the lack of color, but I swear I'm trying my best. Oh shit, hold on, I just accidentally put black in my pink. Fuck. Wait, I messed up the color. Okay. Let's go with this. Is that the right size nose? That feels like the right size nose. Alright, do I have a really thin brush? No. Be right back, part 2. Alright, I'm back again. Hold on. Don't really want to disturb my roommate too much, because I know I am a disturbance. But yeah, here's my brush. It's very, very nice and thin. I like it. It's very useful, especially when trying to like sketch in things. So I'm just gonna mix a little bit more of this. I feel like I should have it. Should I have my mixing palette like on the screen so y'all can see it? Yeah, let's just put it here. I don't know if it'll work well, but we will see. All right. I'm gonna move this over. Utmost concentration. I'm using the burnt umber color at the bottom, by the way. And I also am left-handed, but, which is why it kind of looks like this, from the angle you're at. I would use the other side, but the other side is kind of just like straight into my closet, and I don't want y'all to see my clothes, so, you know. Okay, wipe it off. I don't like that one. I believe the eyes are much more high. I feel like this is very much how the dog looks. Add a bit more water to this. And then let's actually add, can I access the gel? No, I can't. Okay, cool. Let's just go straight in here then. All right. And then let's add the other eye right here. feel like that's somewhat accurate with the way the face looks. Let me take a photo of it real quick and just check. Actually, a good way of checking if your stuff looks right is actually if you just import a photo of it and then just check. But, you know. Give me a second. Let me download my brother's photo. Okay. Okay. Figured out the issues with my drawing. The good thing about Procreate is if you just insert it into the image and then you just kind of like adjust it a little bit, it's pretty easy to like tell which parts of the drawing you got wrong. If you're trying to draw from observation, this is not the best idea, but because right now what my brother wants from me is like a drawing that's really close, or a painting that's pretty close to the original, without obviously printing it. This is just, this is not really cheating, is it? I don't think so. It's not like I'm copy pasting it on there, right? So it's fine. But this does mean that my observation skills are not actually there yet. But yeah, I feel like I've been getting closer every time I paint to like getting it like better on the first try. But beast of a character. I'm gonna just sketch the nose in again. There we go. Yeah, so I found out by overlaying it that actually, ah, shit, hold on. Oh god, ah, I got it all over my shoes. Sorry. If y'all saw any part of my existence, no you didn't. I'm not real. Nothing about me is real. I'm a figment of your imagination. Okay. Alright. Nope. There's a random wig hair. Okay. Anyways. Y'all saw nothing, okay? Nothing fell. No issues at all here. Anyways. We continue. Anyways, if y'all want to commission me, it is possible for me to do like a traditional art one, but like I don't know how to ship it over. I'm only doing it for my brother because, you know, it's a little bit easier to give stuff to somebody you live with part of the year, you know, than like a stranger on the internet. But yeah. I like how this is how my brother abuses my commissions link. Truly. It's fine. It's all cash transactions anyways. So no one can tell. Okay. Anyways. Okay. It's going to be the little strap it has. Okay, back to the dog itself now. This brush. Again. Get eepy. I shouldn't be eepy at this time. It's not late enough in the day. Why am I eepy? There's something wrong with me. I'm hashtag Brocken. Oh, let's add some more white to it actually. There we go. That's how a dog looks. Truly. Actually, the eyes for this side of the dog's eyes actually needs to be a little tiny bit bigger. Okay. What? Anyways, oh shit. No. Didn't happen. Nothing happened here, okay? Cool. Good to know. Yeah. Alright, let's add some shading into the fucker's face now. Let's just get some good old... Okay, whenever I do shading on faces, it feels like I'm doing makeup. Because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put some contour here. I'm gonna put some highlight over here. Like, I know damn well that's not how it is, but like, you know. Like, I'm gonna make the dog's face really snatched, right, with contour, obviously. Look at that nice snatched face. This is the Fenty Beauty. I actually don't fucking know anything. I don't know. Is Fenty Beauty the one with the big shade range? It is, right? Okay, cool. This is a shade range so diverse that the fucking dogs can even wear it. I don't know. I'm not on anything. I'm just fucking weird sometimes. Alright. Why does it look like that? What the fuck? Why do I just like not know what I'm doing? Painting a cat's easier because I see them more often, so I know how they function, but I have no idea how to draw a dog. Evident from this painting, obviously, but you know. Okay, anyways, I also need to add the shading to the paws as well. Okay. That's how it works. Yep, definitely. Okay. Okay, let's add some. Oh no, no. Okay, wait. Let's add some highlights right here. Also over here. Right there. Got some good old doggy highlights. Okay, yeah, I should totally have some more red in here. This does not have enough red. It's very, very yellow. This dog is yellow. This dog is Asian. I am Asian. The dog is me. I am the dog. Okay. Ah! You know what? I'm just gonna glaze the red over it after. I don't feel like fixing all the colors again. But I will add a little bit more red whenever I can. It's a very strong color, the red. But also, it's a color that the dog needs, especially around the eyes. Why is this dog like this? Why has it got eyeshadow and shit on? Okay. Is this a really weird way of rendering a dog? Do y'all think this looks weird? I really don't know how dogs work. I'm sorry. I literally feel like I'm just putting makeup on this thing. I'm gonna add some slow drying medium. Good old gloops. Gotta love my good old gloop. Gloopy gloop. Gloop. Oh. Maybe I shouldn't have just put my brush straight in. That doesn't feel like the bestest idea. Oh my god, I keep forgetting. I have a fucking silicone brush now. I can just like scoop it out like this. I have a nice little silicone brush. What the fuck? What's wrong with me? A lot. A lot is wrong with me. That's very much not the point right now. Alright, silicone brush, and then you just loop it on. Very convenient. I'm just gonna wipe off the silicone brush. The good thing about silicone brushes is that it's very, very easy to clean. And I'm done cleaning that. Cool. Oh, I should probably close this as well. Alright, let's add a bit more to this color. Okay. Let's make a white kind of mix color here. Actually, this could work really well as a glaze medium as well. I just realized that. Maybe people do use glaze here, like with that, with the slow drying medium. I wouldn't know. I don't use it often enough. Also, every time I paint, my hands end up like very, very colorful at one point. But I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna get paint on my hands today, and then every motherfucking time I end up getting so much fucking paint on my hands. It's so tragic. I need some raw sienna. Or no, burnt sienna. Sorry, not burnt. It's not raw. Raw sienna's too orangey of a color. But yeah. cool. I still don't know if this is correct, but it feels right. I don't know. I really don't know how to draw a dog, man. He should have just commissioned me more cats. So tragic. This shit's a tragedy. What else can I talk about? Very boring when I'm not yapping, I fear. For y'all, I think. Might be a little boring. But I don't really know what to talk about. What else have I done today? Literally nothing. I've decided that soy sauce is like the only way you can make all foods taste good. Cause I was stir frying some eggs and tomatoes, cause that shit's good as hell. But we were like, why isn't the flavor right? Me and my roommate, we both were just like, what the fuck is wrong with this flavor? Cause obviously something's wrong with the flavor. Like it just doesn't taste like the eggs and tomatoes that we get at home. Or the French is called that. And then turns out, and then we added some soy sauce to it because we were just like, I don't know if it needs more sugar or more salt. Put soy sauce in there, and then also we added a little bit of green onions at the end, and we were like, oh, that's the right flavor. So turns out I've been conditioned to all my food just has soy sauce in it. Growing up. So I'm very, very biased towards soy sauce flavored food. Like, it could be like a little bit of soy sauce in the dish or anything, but like soy sauce is always the right answer. And that's what I found out today. But yeah. Do I have a smaller, hold on, round brush. Here it is. Round brush. Okay, let's use you first. For a bit. Oh no. My slow drying medium. Please do not just drip onto. It's totally gonna drip on. Hold on. I'm gonna migrate the medium over. Okay, anyways. I'm gonna just get this and then glaze it on here a little bit more. Because I feel like I just shifted the colors a little bit too cold. I'm definitely gonna go out tomorrow and paint, I think. Or paint or use oil pastels. I think oil pastels will be a fun one. Oil pastels are actually really fun to, like, draw with. And I found that out, like, honestly, like, a week ago during class. I was like, oh, nice. Oil paint. But yeah, I also, changed my, like, what is it? My what's it called? Oh, cursor on my laptop. So now I have hold on. Let me see if I can show y'all. Okay, here, show cursor. Let's go with that. So you see my cursor on the screen? It's like a little pencil, and then if I can't really show it in here because I can't like click on anything, but if I hover over stuff, it becomes like the little stupid icon that I have, which I think is really cute. I'm gonna turn off the cursor again on here, but yeah, like yeah, there's no way for me to like show the cursor, but it's really cute right now, and I'm very happy about my new little cursor because I've on the Mac you can just kind of like draw your own cursor and then just insert it in, and it's probably not going to give me a virus. That's the main issue my Mac has with it. My Mac's like, oh, hey guys, don't open this. You might get a virus because it's not like on the approved like Mac list of stuff. But I haven't got a virus yet, and I do have a fun cursor, so I think it's worth it. But yeah. Anyways. I'm in like a really weird sitting angle right now, but very much not my problem. Let me just add a bit more. I'm using the slow dry medium as like a gloss, or not like a gloss, like a glazing tool right now. So I'm definitely not sure if that's what it was originally intended for, if you were just supposed to mix it into your paint so it dries a little slower. But I kind of don't care because I think it looks nicer this way. And then I can have like a more like subtle like hue shift with the paint, which is very hard to achieve with you know, acrylic paint because it dries really, really fast. But yeah. I feel like I'm just rendering the hell out of this fucking dude's face right now. This creature features face. Do we like it? Hello, unbalanced user. Welcome to the stream for the first time. How are you doing? That's good to hear. I'm just painting a commission for my brother because he was like yesterday in my stream yesterday, he was like, he'd paint me something and I'll give you money. I don't know how much he's gonna give me, but it doesn't matter because I get to take his money anyways. But now I'm painting a dog question mark thing for him. But yeah, that's what's going on in the stream right now. Feel free to just watch me paint for a really long time because for some reason painting takes way too long, traditionally. And I'm not, that's why I usually don't stream traditional art, but it's fine. Pause. And then we have, this paw needs to be a lot lighter in color. So let's just go over here and let's just add a tad bit of red to it. And then you can have the paws right here, this color. Sorry, I'm sitting in a very awkward position, so I don't know how my OBS is tracking me, but let me just up my little character again. Okay, that's better. Anyways, we're not gonna talk about it too much. Okay, we continue. Ooh. Alright. Had a little bit of feathers? Fur is definitely the right word. Not feathers. What the why was I thinking feathers? Birds? I don't really like birds that much, do I? No, not really. Oh, guess we'll never know then. Okay, anyways. Pause. And then we add the slow drying medium to it so that you can just kind of blend out much nicer. Anybody cares for the materials that I'm using, well, first of all, I have no fucking clue where these brushes are from. I just kind of collect brushes throughout the years, so I just have like these brushes. It's from, these ones are Artist Loft brushes. There's some other brands, I really cannot tell. And then the paint right now, I'm just using the Blick Artist paint, the acrylic one, because I used to use the Artsia one on my the Artsia one back at home, but then I obviously, those ones, like, it comes with like a whole set. The colors for that one is much like nicer and brighter, but for me, I just want like a very, very basic color palette, and I believe, and for me, like, the Blick one is much better quality in that case, for just like a basic color palette. Red, like, there's no like neons that I need, there's no like metallic paint or anything in this set, obviously. But I do actually have metallic gold paint, but it's like a watercolor paint, so, you know, I might add it into this at the end, to be decided. Haven't really thought it out yet. But yeah, I'm just adding straight from the tube black, which again, I was told not to do it, like, but I also kind of don't really care that much about, like, oh, you're supposed to do an art, because, you know, just do whatever you want, honestly. Let's add some more burnt umber into here so that there's more color, and then you can blend this part out. Okay, there we go. And now it looks like, there you go, that's nicer. There you go. Now you can kind of see where the paws start and end a bit better. Because before it was just like very similar value to the background. But yeah. Just giving y'all a kind of step-by-step of how I paint. But, you know, it's not really a step-by-step. You're just watching me paint and then I yap. Potentially about the painting process. Or just yap. Who knows? Okay, anyways, and yeah, add more white here into this paint. I mix on the side. Usually I actually just hold it in one hand, but I don't feel like it. So, haha, lol. We're just gonna go with however I'm painting right now. Anyways, I have this color, which I think was originally for the paws, but it might be a little bright. Yes, it's very, very bright right now. Okay, hold on. Let me just make it a little darker. Let's just mix the paint a bit more with some darker pigments in here. And then that should be better. Okay, that's a bit better. And then you have this side of the paw, which is lighter. And this part is also lighter. And then for this paw, actually, yeah, I need the lighter color here. So the ends are very bright, and then also this part needs to be brighter, and this part as well. And I think that's good for this one. And then I just need to, here's how my water looks right now. It's very, very dirty. I will just quickly get a new batch of water, so be right back. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. I've returned with clean water. They're very slay. No more, because the water was really dirty, so I made it so that a lot of the paint just like stopped being a nice color. Let me just fix my camera real quick. Is that better? Nope. This way. Okay, that's better. There you go. Now you can see the palettes, all that fun stuff a little better. Okay, cool. Jeez, my back. Cool. Okay. Anyways. I think I was using this brush before, right? Yeah, probably. Okay. We go back. Now we need a little bit more. Here's my slow drying medium. Okay. Gonna mix it a little bit with the red. Just so I can get like a much more like nicer like glaze color for the red. And then I can have it like right around the eyes of the dog. So it looks like honestly the dog's eyes are very, very red. Like around the rim at some point, so it kind of looks like it was been crying for a bit. Or maybe it's just doing like the GIK makeup. Who knows? Not me. Anyways, so I have the slow drying medium, and I also have white paint. But obviously just putting white paint is not the best idea, so I'm gonna put a little bit of yellow to it, so it has like a much more brighter feeling to it. And then I'm gonna just put it in the highlight zones of the dogs. Saying highlight zones with the dog is kind of hilarious, but anyways, where the dog's highlighter belongs. And like right here, I believe is one of them. Right here as well. Here as well. Oh, still bleeding. That's weird. Like that. And then you go up a little bit right here. And then I feel like that kind of... does that make the dog's face look a bit better? I don't know. Okay. Now I'm going to draw in the eyes, which is going to be one of the hardest parts of the drawing, I think, because it's going to be very hard to get it what I want it to look like. Okay. And then now I need like a black, but I don't want to like use pure black, so I'm going to mix it with some burnt sienna, just so I don't have it like fully hella dark. Because then it makes it so that the drawing looks a little weird and unrealistic if it's like dark, like really black. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate right now on the dog's face because it's very hard from how far I'm like arm's length away from the painting. Like if I stretch out my arms fully, that is like how I can touch the painting. So I'm very far away from the painting itself. Mainly, well, one, so I can like see the image like as a whole, and two, so I don't like I'm not in like the camera's view, because I don't want to like show my face online, or at least not like on Twitch. Yeah, a lot of my like public art accounts and stuff, I don't have like my face there because I just don't want people to see it. Just don't want y'all to perceive me as an actual person, you know? It's much nicer to just be a silly little model in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of pink air. Cool. And then let's go with a little bit more like that, and then let's drag your eyeliner over here down. Oh, hold on, let me just get where's the slow dry medium? Here it is. Let's mix it a little bit with the black, and then I'm gonna just drag it down a little bit there. A good way to like stabilize yourself when you're painting and stuff is just to use your other hand and just like grip your wrist. Like a lot of artists, when they're working on like larger pieces or like need like straight lines, they would just have like wood or something that they could rest their hands on, but I don't have a rest for my fucking hands in the air, so I just gotta use my other hand as the rest, even though neither of them are functional enough for this. But yeah, does that look stupid? Does that make the dog look stupid? Yeah, I feel like the dog's stupid anyway, so it looks fine. I'm also trying to get this painting done like right now instead of like later, even though obviously my due date is winter break and my school just started. Because I just don't want to like forget about it, and also so I can just get some painting practice in before I actually need to do it for like school and stuff. But yeah. Anyways. Solid looking nose, I fear. Very solid looking nose. Anyways, I have this like thing for like idol or like idol actor-esque manhwas because I think they're hella cool to read about. And I just looked at one of them that I used to read, and it turns out it's completed now, so I gotta like reread that one. But I also like have stuff to do in my life. But I've been like kind of putting everything I put a lot of things off because I get bored or like want to just read. Yeah. Oh my god, I also have homework I need to do for class. I always forget that I'm still a student. Because I just forget to do my work. Well, actually, no, I do my work. I'm not, like, I do submit all my work and stuff, but, like, you know. Sometimes I just forget that it's, like, still a thing that I gotta do. Sometimes, but it's fine. Let's drag a little bit of the slow drying medium out again. Oh, fuck. Not you. Oh, this batch. There we go. Let's add a little bit of white to it. Okay. So we also gotta get the highlights in the eyes. So I'm gonna squeeze out a little bit more red. Right there. It's not much red. I don't need much red, I think. I'm gonna regret saying that. Anyways, we're going to... Oh shit, there's still some super glue on here. Hold on. Give me a second. Gotta peel the glue off. I don't have nails on this hand. Fuck. Hold on. I was using this to glue down to make like an ahogi for a wig. So just excuse the pain. Yeah. Anyways, speaking of which, y'all want to see it? It's really stupid looking. It's just this little thing, so I can attach it to a wig, like that, on the head. Anyways, not the point. Get a lot of hobbies. I have nothing to do in my life. Oh my god, holy shit. Why will you not come off, stupid ass glue? Get off the acrylic, or the silicone. Jesus. Good thing about silicone, actually, is that basically nothing sticks to it. Except for other silicone. So a lot of the times when you attach silicone together, you just kind of have to melt it. Apparently. Not that I know, because I don't know how to melt silicone, nor do I have that much silicone to melt. But that is what I've been told factories do. Anyways, back to the little glooper. I'm gonna just gloop some more gloop on here. And then we wipe off the excess gloop. And then I got some more slow drying medium for more of the artwork, which is good. Very good. And then I can just throw that down. Anyways. Let's go with... Okay, I wish I had, like, hot water or soap so I can get this straighter, but that's fine. For now. Here it is. Here's the slow drying medium. Okay. Let's just mix it with a little bit of white right now. And then let's add a touch of red into it. Right now I'm trying to get the highlight under the eyes. It's literally... He literally just has an, aegyosal, but... It's fine. It's fine. I'm trying my best to give him his little aegyosal, and I'm failing so bad. Okay. Right now I'm listening to the soundtrack, or one of the songs of the Return of the Blossoming Sword, or like the Mount Hua sect, or whatever the fuck. There was many names for that series. Soundtrack, because I like it. I like what's her name? An Yen? Yeah. Like, her songs are nice to listen to. So, anyways, not the point. Very much not the point, actually. We go back to Doggy Egg Yosar. Okay. There. I know it's basically like you guys can't see what I just did because it's like very, very tiny strokes, but should be fine. Hold on. That's right. Okay. That's not like 100% what the highlights look like, but it's pretty close actually. Let's go with this. Okay. Then I actually need to add a little bit more at the top of this, so it shows that the dog's eyes are downwards, and there's also a little bit of a cast shadow up there. And then for this side of the dog's eyes, I also do need to add a little bit more. Oh wait, hold on, let me just mix this with a bit of the slow drying medium, so it's just a little easier to work with. Very little bit, but it is slightly easier to work with, and that is all that matters. Okay. I think that this part has a little, hold on. I feel like this part's a little too bright. Okay. Whatever. Anyways. Does this look right? Do they look like the same fucking dog? This guy? I don't know. I feel like his face is not long enough. Man, what the helly? No, that's definitely not the right color. Hold on. Where are you, slow drying medium? Yes, my slow drying glossy looking thing. Cool. I'm just gonna mix it on the palette paper real quick. I don't use the palette paper much, but it's good to have like an extra section for palette. I'm gonna just glaze quickly this way so it makes it look like it's longer. What do y'all think? Does that make it look slightly longer, the face? Hopefully it does. Okay. That may or may not make the dog's face look slightly longer than it did before. Okay. I'm gonna ignore his face now. Yeah. I think we've stressed enough about the fucking face. Alright. Let's move on to... Let me just quickly fix up the paws. Or I guess whatever's left of the paws. I don't really know what's going on there. I don't know why the paws look like that. Okay. And then now I need this color and then this color. What is everyone's opinion on the rise of the Brave Tangle Dragons? Actually, does anyone even know that anymore? This is fucking. I cannot tell if music gets picked up on the stream, like the one that I'm playing on my iPad right now, the songs. So if it does, lol, cause I'm listening to Frozen right now, so my first thought is, oh, like, was the, Elsa and Jack Frost ship at that one point in time, and I was like, oh my god, why did that happen? Such an odd period of time that it was. Oh well. Yap about random subjects, clearly. Okay, anyways. That's how dog fur works, because I've decided that is how dog fur works. Okay. Okay. And then I think I just need a little bit of highlight here. Okay. And then, okay, that's that part. Now we can finally work on his clothes. I've decided that the dog is a guy because, it looks fucking pathetic. Yeah, that's truly the only reason. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh, did I accidentally hit this again? Hold on, sorry. Ba-doop. And then I need, what other color? Oh, I need like a, I don't think I have enough black in here right now. Should I add a little bit of phthalo blue? Just so I can get that little bluish tint. Okay. Phthalo blue, very tiny bit. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see that. Meow. Okay. Anyways, oh, like a black and burnt sienna. That's the other two colors I was looking for. Thank you. This is a journey for sure. Does the face look stupid enough or not? I don't know, because I feel like its face is slightly different looking than my reference. I can't figure out why. Oh well. Ba-chung. I'm gonna just glob some more slow drying medium on there because I don't have enough. Oopsies. Anyways. What is this? Oh yeah, this is like very gel. This is very like just like a gel. I mean, I guess it is called like slow drying gel. Well, not called slow drying gel, but it is what it is. Ah, no, shit. I accidentally tilted the jar, so now I have the gel all over my hands, which is not fun. I don't like this. Meh. I'm gonna just wipe off the silicone again, and my hands, cause ew, gross. Okay. Let's just cover this again. What does 425 mean? Does it mean it doesn't expire? These things don't fucking expire, like, ever. What the fuck? Okay, that's weird. Maybe that was the creation date? Unsure. TB decided. I'm gonna just get more tissue. Give me a second. Alright, tissue again. And so we continue. Okay, we're going down there. And now we can continue on this journey. Fuck. Okay. Let's make a base color first. Let's go with this as the base. For the shadows, at least. Maybe for the shadows. Yeah, okay. Let's go with this. Nope. Too bright for the shadows. Okay, let's let's make a much darker pigment right here. Let's just mix it in like this. Okay, cool. And then hopefully this will work. Okay. Bloop. Okay. Success? Okay, success. Yippee! Alright, and then we need a little bit more like right here. And then I believe there's like a fold right here. This is all by what I see, so I don't know how accurate this is. Yeah, this is a very dark color for the clothes, but should be fine. It looks so stupid. Oopsies, okay. Like that, maybe? I'm not good with like clothing. It's very hard for me to like paint in clothing and stuff because it's just weird looking. But I am trying my best. Okay, I'm gonna just move a little. Holy shit, I've been stuck in the same pose for a while. Alright, we continue. Yippee! That's pretty good. Uh-oh. Gonna migrate you all the way up here real quick. Anyways, we continue. Let's add a thinner coat right here. Okay, anyways. I need more white into this part of it. And then also this part right here. And this top part right around here. Huh. Interesting. Okay. That's how dogs look, guys. This is how dogs look. I don't know what to tell you. So stupid looking. Okay. Like that. I have his bum. Like that, maybe. I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing. Let me just cover up the color again here. Because I realized that that's not how the folds look right there. I got the folds in the wrong, like, angle. So I'm gonna fix that somehow. Probably will. No, my brush strokes are so fucking thick. Okay. Where's my... Oh, here it is. This brush. Okay, anyways. We continue on. Actually, shouldn't have wiped it fully. There should be some gel up here somewhere. I don't know. So, probably. Anyways, so there's this part right here. Oopsies. Oh, is it? Please don't drip onto my paint, my easel that much. Thank you. Okay, whatever. Let's go with this. Or maybe I'll work on this back part first. It's the front's not very dry at all right now. Oopsies. Just plop in some color right here. Okay. There we go. Let's just fix this again. Alright, and then now we're gonna just fix up this part of it. And then this part right here should be a fold. And then this part as well should be folded. And like right around here as well. And over here is also a little bit darker. So there's like a little dip with the folds. Or not the folds, that's not the right term. Well actually the word fold is also not the right term for a lot of these. It'd probably be like crease or something. But that's not the point. Alright. Let's go up like that. This way. And then like this. Like that. I feel like that's right. And then I need this part right here. There's also a lot of clothing folds I've realized when painting these is that they have a lot of triangles. Like just a lot of triangle shapes everywhere. I guess you just gotta draw weird ass little triangles everywhere. Draw realistic clothing folds, I guess. That's a good lesson to take away. Then I could do it whenever I draw my own clothing. But then, I don't know. I don't draw clothes like this a lot. So. I should do more art studies, but I'm stupid, so. And really lazy, so, you know. Never ends up happening. So tragic. Oh well. Okay. Okay. Is that right? Hold on. What else should I add? This part doesn't look right. Okay. This part should be highlighted a little bit here. Alright, bye-bye! Hopefully see you one day. I don't know. This dog is taking a long time to draw, I fear. Oh well. Oopsies. Let's see. Add a bit of more dark here. Just blend it out here. Or we mix on the canvas because I'm lazy as shit. Don't mix on canvases. It doesn't turn out well. But it's fine. Anyways, I just need to get that one a little bit more clean looking. Okay. And then let's add a bit more this stripe right here. Alright, slay. And then we have a little bit more dark paint here somewhere. Okay. And then I feel like that makes the dog's leg look more 3D by a little tiny bit. Okay. But also I feel like this part needs to be a little darker as well. At the paws. Okay. Okay. Nice. Okay. There we go. Now you can see where the nose is a bit better. Alright, this shit looks whack as fuck. Let's make the little hook on the side now. I don't know how realistic I want this part to be. Probably not that much, because I don't give a shit about this specific part of the painting. I mean, to be fair, this one doesn't have too much shading anyways going on, so I just gotta get the shape in. And then add the highlights with this tiny little brush, because that's always the highlight brush. Okay. And then we got a little dot here, and some more dots around here. That's not bad, actually. Okay. That's good. Okay. And then a little dot here, dot here. Mix it up. Nope, too dark. Okay. Too light, actually. Let's move it. Let's scrape that part out. Alright. And now, I think the main thing that I need to fix is the color of the fucking dog. Because it's so, like, saturated. It's, like, uncomfortable, you know? So to do that, I'm going to just mix a gray, pretty much. And I'm just gonna, like, use a lot of water. I kinda love glazing. I don't. Actually, but you know. This will either turn out horrible or it'll turn out good. I feel like it's going down the horrible route. I'm just trying to gray out the thing right now. The creature right now, and I'm failing. It works. Oh, it's a fucking gel medium that made it weird. Because it makes some parts of it sticky and not like fully dried yet. Kill myself. Okay, that's fine. I'll just patch up my errors then. And then we don't ever talk about this again, okay? Y'all saw nothing here. Oopsies. Nope, that's phthalo blue everywhere. Okay. Okay. And then let's add a little bit of highlight right here as well. I like how there's like random little highlights in like random places. It's kind of nice to paint in. It also makes it so that like the whole thing feels a little sharper in certain parts, which is good. Like you don't want all the shadows and highlights to kind of like blend into each other too perfectly. And it makes it look really, really unrealistic, you know? Okay. Like that. The dog's actually face is a lot brighter than what I had it as. Here, hold on. Let's just mix a little bright yellow. Where's the dry part? Oh, here it is. A good little dry section of it. Okay. Let's go with this shape. And then also a little bit over here. And this is like a U shape. And then over here there's also, oh shit, oopsies, wrong color. This highlight right here that goes round down this part. Let's add a bit more highlight here. Bit more highlight around here as well. Okay. me just mix it out a little bit. Okay. And there's also a little bit of a highlight here as well. I'm trying to make it so that there's a bit more, like, I don't know, contrast within the dog's face. I feel like there's still not enough contrast. Does that look right? Maybe? Does this dog look right to y'all? Maybe? Yes? No? Okay. Okay. You know what? That's not bad. Okay. Like that. That feels right. Oh, actually, I'll make the text right here. I can make it like, why my dog wet here. Where's my brush? Let's use a flat brush for this text. And if it doesn't look right, then we can just erase it afterwards. It's fine. Oh wait, actually, hold on. I'll erase this part. I like how I just call this process just erasing. I mean, technically it is, right? Just with a different medium, like, you know, an eraser. Speaking of which, an eraser is actually a really good tool for drawing. Okay. But yeah, I do like how this one's placement is much more. I'm just gonna go fix the text real quick because I don't fully enjoy the way this text is turning out right now. Okay. Ah! I have paint all over my hands again. Ugh. Gross. Okay. Anyways. Paint. Paint, paint. Okay. Yeah, I kind of want it, like, in this angle. Because then it kind of, like, follows, like, the background a little bit. Yeah, so it kind of like fits more with the whole illustration or painting. But yes, I think this is the best way to lay it out, text-wise. Just gotta fix that first. Get up. Okay. Why my dog wet? Truly the question of the ages. Why my dog wet? And then now I'm just gonna fix up the background around the text with the paint color real quick. I don't know what the fuck the paint color is supposed to be. A little darker. Unsure, TBD. Actually, I'm gonna change the text "my" to be a bit more centered. It's not as dark as it can be, but... Alright, forgot water existed. Whoopsies. Alright. Yippee. Nice. I think I have completed Why My Dog Wet. Honestly, I was gonna work more on the background, but I think that doesn't matter as much. But yippee! I finished the painting! I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself. And here's my bunny. She's also here. Hello. Anyways. I'm so happy I completed it. Yippee! I'm free! Yippee! Alright. Anyways, y'all wanna raid some random stream now? I feel like that's the correct response to this right now. Alright, let's go. Let me go find some. Let me go find some other Twitch. Oh, sorry. Twitch streamer, and then we can raid them, I guess, because yes, I finished the painting, and I think that's good. So I'm gonna just keep looking at more art streamers, because I like arts. No, wait, why won't you show me the art streams? Here, art streams, here we go. My lovely art streamer. Let's see. Okay, let's raid this person. Alright. Yippee. This is fun for me. Does that work? I don't actually know how raids work in this thing. So I'm just playing around right now. Oh, I'm sorry, you just joined. I'm so sorry, goth girl. Fine. Okay. You know what? Yeah, I just finished this drawing. Okay, what if I hold on. Let's do that. Okay. I don't know if this stream is still open. I'll just clean up my stuff and then I might restart streaming. But yeah, I'm gonna stop my stream for now, and bye bye. I will see y'all maybe